Los Angeles, California. Welcome to the Late Late Show. I'm your host, TV's Craig Ferguson. Please sit down, relax. Plump up the cushions. Turn Grandma's picture to the wall. She doesn't need to be looking at what we're going to be doing. It's a great day for America, everybody, and I'll tell you why. It's a great day for America, especially if you believe in the paranormal. And I think you do. Yes, you do believe in the paranormal. That's good. Because last night there was a pay-per-view special, I don't know if you saw this, that claimed to conduct a séance with the late John Lennon. Very controversial. Apparently he said something about give peace a chance, apparently. What a surprise! It must have been him. They must have got him. There's no denying it. He said, give peace a chance. Also, apparently we should all live in a big yellow submarine. I don't know. Actually, I didn't watch it. It was $9.95. I don't have that kind of cash. I'm on CBS. The pay-per-view has changed, though. It's changed a lot. Not long ago, pay-per-view was expensive. You'd have to get your friends around. You invite everyone over to see, you know, Mike Tyson fight. It was always a Mike Tyson fight. $50 for a 40-second fight. You know, Mike comes out. Things have changed. Now you can actually get Mike Tyson to fight somebody in your living room for $50. Hi, I'm Mike Tyson. I'll be fighting in your living room. Actually, for $50, I'll do more than fight you. That's right, I said it. You know where to find me, Tyson. You know where to find... Right here on NBC. My name's Conan O'Brien. Right here. I'm not going to mess with Mike Tyson. You'll be talking to me through a pay-per-view seance. Anyway, the seance is what I want to talk. I understand wanting to contact the late John Lennon. He was a brilliant musician, a great artist, a visionary. I mean, really one of the greats of the 20th century. But people interpret his songs very differently. My mother, you know the song Imagine? You know, imagine no possessions. That. My mother used to say, oh, yes, I am imagining that. That would be awful. Oh, that John Lennon, he says what we're all thinking. I would hate having no possessions. Those decorative spoons are my life. That's how my mother talks. I'm not making... No, she doesn't. She does. When my father died, I talked about it on the show, and I got offers from psychics. They called me up, the offers to communicate with my dad. And I thought, hold on a minute. You want to help me communicate with my dad when he's dead? We hardly talk to each other when he's alive. How is this going to work? Oh, I'm not getting anything. That's him! That's him! He's not saying much. It's definitely my dad! I once had a reading with, you know who Alison Dubois is? Alison Dubois is the medium who the show Medium is based on Alison. And I did a reading with her, and she told me some the scariest thing I ever heard from a psychic. She said, I've got very bad news, Craig. You will get married again, she said. So she said, you will get married again. I'm like, no! She said, oh, they're never wrong. And apparently I'm going to get married again to a Scottish woman. Yeah, I know. But at least that's good, because at least a Scottish woman's had practice in being miserable before they've been married to me. A lifetime of training. So, that's not so bad, Scottish women out there. Anyway, Alison Dubois, the medium, she swore me to secrecy about how she does the actual reading. Made me promise never to talk about it. So, here's what she does. What she does... Now, I'm not going to talk about it, but it's weird. It's weird. It's very... I once went to another one, a psychic reading where it was a group of people in a hotel. You know, like you can go to a psychic advertise and you go to a hotel and there's a room. I was going out with an actress. And so I went with, and there was a room full of people. But I can't help that the psychics are grasping a little bit. Like, someone said that their uncle had died recently, and the psychic's like, yes, his name was, I'm getting an A, Anthony, Derek, yes, it was Derek. Oh, he was murdered. No, he died of a heart attack. Yes! Murdered by cholesterol and lack of exercise. Death by donuts. You know, when I was a kid, there was a woman used to come round our neighbourhood in the old country, Mrs. McGugan, and she used to read the tea leaves. My mother and her friends would all sit around and drink tea, you know, out of the dainty little porcelain cups with their giant sausagey fingers. Leave the little lipstick marks on the cups, and they'd all kind of, oh, men are bastards, yes they are. Yeah. Much like women do today, really. And then when they were finished, the ladies would turn their teacups upside down, spin them 3 times clockwise, and then Mrs. McGugan would read the patterns of the tea leaves left in the cup and talk to them about relatives who had died. You know, she always like, oh, don't worry, Mrs. Henderson, your husband's in a much better place. And I would think, isn't that kind of insulting to the woman that's been married to this guy for 40 years? This guy's been looking after, she's been looking after him, making beds, making his dinner. Oh, he's in a better place? Where is he? The Bangkok Hilton? Where is he? Anyway, the tea leaf readers went out of business in the early 70s with the invention of the tea bag. Which they didn't see that one coming, you know? Lots of magic leaf things. I used to smoke magic leaves and would go into a trance. Yes. I would hear voices from the other side. Roll another doobie. You must do it. It's time for you to watch cartoons. You're still hungry. Why do ghosts talk like that? Nobody talks like that when they're alive. It's just after they die. Oh, yes, I've only talked like this since I died. The only living person who talks like that is the movie phone guy. If you'd like to buy tickets to Scary Movie, press 1. He'll get a lot of work in the afterlife. If you know the name of the famous dead person you'd like to talk to, press 2. You chose Jimi Hendrix. Isn't that what always happens? The kids are smoking the magic leaves, and they drag out the Ouija board, and then they always try and hook up with Jimi Hendrix or somebody who's famous. Dead famous people get no time for themselves. Jimi Hendrix is constantly badgered by guys who want to learn how to play the guitar from him. And Einstein gets harassed all the time as well. For the last time, E does not equal MC Hammer. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. So, can we communicate with the dead? I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. I think it's arrogant, though, to think that we know everything. Because we're constantly proving ourselves wrong. So I'm quite open to the idea that you could... No, why not? Because every society thinks, no, we know everything. Now we've got science, everything's... Like, for example, in the Middle Ages, people thought that you could cure blindness. This is true. You could cure blindness, they thought, by rubbing dog feces on your eyes. Just reporting. I'm just down. I mean, I'll take the blindness, thanks. I'm good. I'm blind. Oh, blind, are you? Here, I'll rub some dog feces on your eyes. No, I'm good. It's cleared right up. I can see very well. What a lovely hat you're wearing. I can't see crap. Well, no, I can't see crap. No more crap. Here, rub this dog feces on your eyes. I think that was the beginning of the seeing eye dog. That was it. They said, we'll rub dog. Look, can't you just have the dog show me around? I have no idea what I'm talking about, but we went from John Lennon and a pay-per-view seance to the invention of dog feces, Middle Ages things. So I think we've all learned something tonight. That's good.
Worldwide